Today, we're taking you guys on another adventure. Today, we have the Surron Light Bees loaded up, and we are gonna go see how they do climbing that mountain right there and see what the range of truly climbing a mountain is. Let's go. Oh yeah. All right guys, so today we want to do a real range test with these Surrons. Got them right here. And we're gonna try to climb this mountain as far as we can. Most of this will be dirt road because we want to be able to open them up and let them scream quite a bit. We're gonna see, Surron gives us, all these manufacturers give us these specs on how much range you should get, how much range they claim. But we're in the Colorado mountains to actually test that today. So we're gonna get up as far as we can and try to make it to the peak of this mountain. So let's go. Easy peasy. Just like that. Let's get it. Alrighty guys, so we're back with another Surron test, and today we really want to push the range of these things. So we're going to be on a little bit of more open terrain. Oh, little washboard. Oh. And we're going to try to climb this mountain up to the peak and see how much charge we use, if we can get there, or if we can't, how far we can actually get. So we'll pick it up. We're both at 100% right now. Yeah, you want to take the road less traveled, Adge? Well, we're gonna zip up here. Oh. If you guys watched our last test, I smacked my foot pretty good on a rock. It's a little sore the next day. So a little bit more careful of lack of ground clearance now. Oh, beautiful day. It always shocks me how much ground you can cover on these things. You take it for granted when you have to walk these trails, which I have had the chance to do. What do you think?
Way better
than in the wintertime on a snowmobile. Normally that sucker is just whooped out on a snowmobile, so that was a pleasurable experience. But
yeah, the suspension on these really, I mean, it's not that bad. Like, it's not dirt bike suspension, but it's definitely, like, for that, it's not bad.
It's manageable, it's not bad for sure. No, I like it.
Yeah. So
yeah, could be way worse, that's for sure. I mean, you picture a mountain bike of this weight, it's pretty decent, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree 100%.
No, I think I've been so impressed with this bike every other time we rode them. I don't see it being any different today, but it is super cool to be somewhere we're very familiar in the wintertime, seeing it different time like today in the summer, and doing it on something like capable-ish,
yeah,
we're limited but very capable. So
yep,
I'll be curious. I mean, I think it's going to do great. What do you think?
I think it's going to do good, especially on this stuff. I'm curious to see how far we can get. Once we get up here, we'll open it up and kind of, we're in sport mode, no eco.
No eco.
We're going to kind of try to purposely drain these batteries and see how much range we can actually get out of them.
Yep. And we're going from 7,000 foot to 10,000 foot. So I mean, it is some vertical feet climbed, and yeah, we're ripping her hard in sport. So
let's do it. Let's open her up and get her going.
Let's let her bark.
I feel like I'm at the Supercross races. I'm gonna get roosted by Adge. Ooh, Adge is getting a little feisty on these suckers. All right, we're full throttle, boys. I'm probably gonna pile myself up on one of these corners, lose traction from the washboard like I just did. Oh, not be able to correct her.
Oh, this is where if you're on a dirt bike it would be way smoother, but hey, can't hate on the Surron. Oh, this washboard is bad.
Woo! Ooh, baby. It's good up here tonight.
Yeah.
This is pretty amazing coming up in the evening.
That's like snowmobile talk. It's good up here.
It is. That is very, very true.
Yeah.
But
what are you at charge-wise?
I am at 78%, and I've done 4.3 miles so far. So.
Okay, so we're at, as you can see by my handy-dandy watch, we're at 9,600 feet right here.
We're peeking towards the top, then a drop off the backside and go check out the ears, hopefully. But yeah, as of right now, 78%. I mean, it's cooking some battery climbing this much elevation, but we've been doing it fast. I mean, doing 45 mile an hour pretty much most of the way, just cranking the hog. So.
Yeah, we have. All right.
Well, let's put her over the top and go see if we can see something neat.
Let's do it.
Woo! There.
So we're almost at 10,000 feet now. And it's a good test for him because we're kind of cranking on him right now. Beautiful day to come up and just let her eat. So the spot that we're wanting to go is not too far from here. I thought we'd be at like 50% battery right now, but we're actually doing a lot better. I don't have much experience on these bikes yet when it comes to wide open letting her bark, so pretty impressive. Oh gosh, they don't take a washboard real well, I'll tell you that much. So I am just, for those of you who watched the last couple of videos, got some messages about clipping wires in the battery. Just to be clear, none of ours are clipped. Ooh, Adge is just getting after her right now. He's just letting her bark. But yeah, none of our wires are clipped, so I don't know if yours are, what that does to battery. I don't know if it makes it better or worse, or but ours are fully stock. These are all the zones that we play in snowmobiling. A lot of you are familiar with our snowmobile content. And while I'm talking about snowmobile content, if you like snowmobiles or hunting or anything, go over to our other channel, Let's Assess Podcast, and follow me on Cook Bros on Instagram and AJ at Powderbound Adventures on Instagram. Mainly snowmobiling content. That's why we started this page, was to kind of do something else. Sun's going behind the cloud. It's going to get a little bit chilly up here. Let's check our elevation. We're 9,859 feet. Check on Adge. Oh, he's there. Yeah, for those of you watching this video, you might think that we're not really romping on these. Ouch! Rock to the back. You might think that we're not really romping on these things, but that's because they're quiet. We are definitely letting her eat. For what a stock Surron is supposed to do. Ouch, Adge! Felt like airsoft BBs hitting me.
Man, I tell you what, these things are a ton of fun. And I got a name drop. The siphon sounds in the helmet when you're ripping around is epic. You know the Blue Stripes song?
Oh, your favorite song?
Oh, dude, Dialed, right? And it goes equally as hard as we were on one of my friend Kern's bachelor party last weekend, and we were at the old gentleman's club, and equally as hard as it went there, it goes in the helmet ripping
oh yeah. Yeah.
So
If that's not a selling point for anybody, I don't know what is.
Gotta have the siphon.
Gotta have it.
Yeah.
Also might need to invest in a little windshield wiper to clean the bugs off the old windshield.
Yeah, you're throwing some rocks.
Dude, it's gnarly.
Yeah.
When you're behind someone, it gets after it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude, I bet you the siphon's really killer right now with it being electric because you can actually hear it.
It's like I have it turned down lower than I ever have, and you just like barely have it in the background. You got the nature in it. Like, it's epic for sure.
The neatness of the nature.
Neatness of nature for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I got 9.2 miles right here, 49 mile an hour max speed, and 63% battery. We got our last little climb up. Should we get up there and then get these girls turned around before it gets dark?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get there.
Let's do it and see what percentage we're at.
Okay, I'll chase you.
Yeah, being honest, I really thought that I didn't think we'd be near 60% right now. I thought we were going to struggle with being an eco for a while to get all the way up here without losing or without running out of charge. So I'm pretty impressed with these little things because we have been getting after it. Normally, for what we do, or what we've done, I guess, we haven't had these long. For what we've done, most of the stuff is not like just 90% like wide open like this has been. So it's pretty cool to see that you can still cover a lot of ground with these things. Kind of game changers for those of us who want to access stuff quietly for hunting, or maybe you just don't want a full-size dirt bike, spend all that money. You can get one of these. But there again, you know, I've said this in the other videos we've done on Surrons, I think this is a replacement for a dirt bike for a lot of people and a lot of people's lifestyles. By no means do I think this is a direct replacement. Like, if all your friends have dirt bikes, this is not gonna keep up with them. But it serves a different purpose. If you're just trying to get out in nature, look at that sunset. If you're just trying to get out in nature and have a good time, or if you are like us where you have the hunting application, or if you just want something that's not quite as intense as a dirt bike when it comes to budget and noise and power and everything else, this is a great option. So we have another stretch here. We are completely wide open. I'm so curious because what we'll do is we'll give you guys the total amount of miles. I mean, you can see how I'm riding it. I'm sure on camera it doesn't look like I'm going too nuts, but I actually am. I'm held to the bar right now, except on corners. This gravel, I gotta slow down, but held to the bar. I bet you 80% of tonight we've been held to the bar, and the charge is going down way faster than it would be if you were, you know, putting around. But we've covered a lot of ground tonight very quickly, and the charge hasn't gone down near as much as I thought it would. Catch the edge and some air. Woo! Yeah, baby. Floored. Oh gosh. Oh, there's a bunch of people. So that's the peak that we were talking about in the beginning of the video. We made it all the way up here before it got dark, and we're at 47% charge. We're burning some battery. So the turnaround point that you just saw, that is the halfway mark when it comes to our trip today, because we have to go back, obviously. When I'm talking about kind of relating this to charge. So we're at 47%. We've climbed, let's see what we're at here. We've climbed, this is just shy of 10,000 feet. So, and the summit where we were at earlier actually is over 10,000 feet. So, this is going to be interesting because from going from 7,000 feet or whatever we started at, way lower, to going to 10,000 feet and then down and then up again. We're obviously going to have some up and down in the beginning, and then once we get on the front side of this mountain, it's going to be a lot of downhill. So we should, for those of you that are like, dude, bunny hopped it. What are you doing? You just turned around, you're under 50%. Well, that's the thinking. So if we have to call search and rescue, I guess we're wrong, but I don't think we'll use 50% on the way back. Alright guys, so we're heading back. We're definitely not going to make it back by dark. We've gone about 16 miles right now, so it'll be about a 32-mile round trip. And sun's setting. It's beautiful up here, getting a little chilly, but we're at 40. I'm at 43% right now. So we turned around a couple miles ago, so we'll see. Once we get back to the truck, we'll give you guys a final report on the range test. We climbed this entire mountain up to 10,000 feet, pretty much full throttle. So I think this is going to be a really good kind of idea for you guys that are wondering about the range of the Surron for uses like this, to be able to base things off of and not base it off of, the factory specs, because as we all know, factory specs are factory specs. All these power sport vehicles are tested under ideal situations to get a good number. So this is going to be a non-paid, official, non-biased review of the range of the Surron when covering a lot of ground going up a mountain. So we're gonna ride down, we'll see you at the truck, give you a final review. Yeah. All right guys, we just made it back to the truck. So we've been riding for 2 hours.
2 hours.
We went 30 miles and we are now at about 10% charge. We railed on these things tonight. I mean, we were on it going uphill. We climbed from what, 7,000 feet to about little over 7,000 feet to 10,000 feet, and almost hit a bear. And we conquered the mountain tonight. So I'm pretty impressed. What do you think?
I'm pretty impressed. It was pretty cool because I haven't rode it like as hard as we rode it tonight on like a ride. So that was pretty impressive to see. Like, I mean, for 2 hours we romped on these things, and that's all the time we had after work to dark. And I mean, yeah, it was like loose gravel, so it was working hard, and I mean, we were railing it. So
yeah,
pretty impressive. I mean, I wouldn't be more comfortable much further than what we did tonight, but 30 miles, 2 hours, and we were on the gas in sport. Never went out of sport.
No, never went out of sport.
Pretty cool.
Light on. So yeah, I think these passed the actual range test, but this goes to show you, don't quote me on this, but I've been told that they being Surron says that these things can get 60 miles. I think they could, 100% under the right circumstances. Being in sport mode, going up an actual mountain in Colorado, you're not going to get 60 miles out of it. No. So for those of you, I think on YouTube there hasn't been a great range test, but this one's a practical range test of actually pushing these things. And if anything, this was, in reality, for what we do, this is kind of an unrealistic situation. So we really kind of put these things to the test, because most of the time you're not going to be wide open for that long, especially on a whole mountain or something like that. You're going to hit a trail, you're going to do a little ride or something like that. So yeah, no, this was an unrealistic test for sure. Yep. One thing I found that I really liked, though, even compared to like a dirt bike, is we knew where our percent was at the whole time,
and it was a steady draw on the battery where you're not like checking your gas tank the whole time or anything like that. Like sometimes you get nervous and there's no fuel gauge on them or anything like that. So that was pretty cool knowing like where you're at, where to turn around and stuff like that. So definitely handy.
But the thing that I will give the dirt bike credit for, it would have been more comfortable to do what we did. Could have done it faster. But the biggest thing is if you really had to push it, obviously this video is a range test. So if you actually had to push the range, at this point, we're back at the truck. We could fill a dirt bike up with gas in 30 seconds and be on our way.
Yeah, we're done for 4 hours.
Yeah, we're done. We're taking them home and charging them. But
yep.
So that's your range test. We hope you enjoyed it. And until next video, let her bark.
Subscribe, comment. Tell us if you like this. If you like what we're doing, tell us what it is. We need the people to give us what we need to know. So until next time, like BC said, see ya.
Let her bark.